Eat 'em up. Eat 'em up, yo. Eat 'em up. I could do it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Broken tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
They find some open field here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on. and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive, almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Eagles 7. Harrison Butker in the kickoff 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it, and that was a thing of beauty there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, G. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. As the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Man open. Here is Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go play fake. Mahomes.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 27, Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Throwing now is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some room to roam now. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on